In 2004, House MD wasn't your typical hospital show. It was sharp, clever, and full of moments that made us laugh, think, and sometimes even cry. At the center of it all was Dr. Gregory House, a genius with zero patience for small talk. And it wasn't just House who kept us hooked. His team, Dr. Lisa, Dr. Wilson, and later 13, each brought their own story, their own struggles, and their own spark to the screen. Together, they made magic, even when everything around them was falling apart. So where are they now? What happened to the cast after the final episode aired? Who stayed in the spotlight, and who took a step back? In this video, we're taking a look back at the House cast then and now. Hugh Laurie as Dr. Gregory House. In 2004, when most TV doctors were busy being charming and dreamy, House burst onto the scene like a hurricane of sarcasm, limp and Vicodin, and leading the charge, Hugh Laurie, flawlessly pulling off the grumpy genius with a cane and cutting wit sharper than a scalpel. Before House, Hugh Laurie wasn't known for drama. In fact, this British talent built his name in comedy, teaming up with Stephen Fry for classic gems like A Bit of Fry and Laurie and Jeeves and Wooster. Add in Blackadder and you've got a resume dripping with British wit and brilliance. Fast forward to House. He didn't just play the role, he became Dr. Gregory House. 2 Golden Globes and a Guinness World Record later, Laurie became the most watched leading man on the planet. And he didn't stop there. Post-House, he showed off his darker side as arms dealer Richard Roper in The Night Manager. His movie credits? A wild ride from Stuart Little to Sense and Sensibility, Tomorrowland to The Man in the Iron Mask. He's voiced characters, played villains, and even tackled Dickens in the personal history of David Copperfield. Most recently, he's still going strong in Why Didn't They Ask Evans?, All the Light We Cannot See in 2023, and Tehran in 2024. Now at 66, he's not just a legend, he's an icon, still making waves. 1.5 million followers on X, 53,000 on Insta, and a legacy that refuses to slow down. Lisa Edelstein as Dr. Lisa Cuddy. From the moment she strutted into Princeton Plainsboro in her signature heels and sharp comebacks, Lisa Edelstein owned every scene she touched. Whether it was saving the hospital from falling apart or navigating the chaos that was Gregory House, she balanced strength with heart like no other. But long before House's grumpy genius needed managing, Edelstein was already making waves. Remember her as Rob Lowe's high-end date in The West Wing in 1999? Or as the transgender woman on Ally McBeal in 2000? A role way ahead of its time? From ER to Felicity, Frasier to Judging Amy, she popped up everywhere in the early 2000s, delivering layered performances in every genre. Then came 2004, House MD hit the air, and suddenly Edelstein wasn't just a guest star, she was the boss. For 7 intense seasons from 2004 to 2011, she played Dean of Medicine Lisa Cuddy, House's match in intellect, sarcasm, and emotional complexity. Fans loved their fiery dynamic, especially as their tension evolved into romance. After leaving House, she stayed on fire, appearing in The Good Wife, Castle, and Scandal. But her true glow-up came in Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce from 2014 to 2018, where she didn't just star, she wrote, produced, and directed. From there, roles in The Good Doctor, The Kaminsky Method, and 911 Lone Star followed. Most recently, she's been winning hearts and awards for her powerful performance in Little Bird in 2023, playing a Holocaust survivor and adoptive mother. Now 59 years young, she's a force of nature both on-screen and off. With 191 followers on Instagram, Lisa Edelstein continues to age like fine wine, fierce, graceful, and as magnetic as ever. Robert Sean Leonard as Dr. James Wilson. Before he became everyone's favorite morally grounded oncologist on House MD, Robert Sean Leonard had already etched his name into cinematic history. In 1989, he stunned audiences with his moving portrayal of Neil Perry in Dead Poets Society, a role that still tugs at the heartstrings of fans decades later. But Leonard wasn't just a one-hit wonder in the 80s. He kept the momentum going through the 90s, turning heads in Swing Kids in 1993, and bringing Shakespeare to life in Much Ado About Nothing. That same year, he also worked under the direction of Martin Scorsese in The Age of Innocence. In 1997, his emotional performance in HBO's In the Gloaming earned him critical acclaim and showed off his serious, dramatic chops. Come the 2000s, Leonard shifted gears to dominate the stage. He earned a Tony nomination in 2003 for Long Day's Journey into Night, proving his range wasn't confined to screens. Then came his iconic TV run. From 2004 to 2012, he played Dr. James Wilson on House, becoming a fan favorite and the heart of the show. Post-House, Leonard stayed active but selective. From 2013 to 2014, he explored sci-fi territory in Falling Skies. He later stepped into royalty, playing King Arthur in Camelot in 2016, and in 2017 graced Broadway again in Sunday in the Park with George. In 2023, he resurfaced in HBO's The Gilded Age as Reverend Luke Forte, and just recently, in February 2025, he made an appearance on CBS Chicago, still going strong. Now in his mid-50s, Leonard continues to evolve, quietly building one of the most underrated yet brilliant careers in Hollywood. Jennifer Morrison as Dr. Allison Cameron. You might remember her as a passionate activist who nearly stole Ted Mosby's heart, but Jennifer Morrison was already a TV heavyweight long before How I Met Your Mother. Her portrayal of Zoe Pearson added just the right mix of charm and chaos to Ted's love life, making her one of the show's most memorable love interests. But Morrison truly made her mark as Dr. Allison Cameron in the long-running medical drama House, where she spent 8 seasons diagnosing with brilliance and heart. Then she traded her lab coat for a leather jacket as Emma Swan in the fantasy hit Once Upon a Time, captivating audiences from 2011 to 2018. On the big screen, she played James T. Kirk's mother in Star Trek in 2009 and showed off her emotional range in Warrior in 2011. And if that wasn't enough, she stepped behind the camera for her directorial debut, Sundogs, in 2017, proving she's just as talented behind the scenes. In 2019, Morrison added even more depth to her resume by joining the emotional roller coaster that is This Is Us, playing Cassidy Sharp, a struggling Marine veteran. Now 46, with 1.6 million Instagram followers, Jennifer Morrison's career just keeps evolving, an unstoppable force of talent, beauty, and brains. Omar Epps as Dr. Eric Foreman. Let's rewind to one of the most grounded and complex characters on House, Dr. Eric Foreman, played by the ever-versatile Omar Epps. With his intense eyes and cool, confident demeanor, Epps brought depth to the role, portraying a neurologist who constantly grappled with ethics, ambition, and loyalty. But his journey didn't start in the halls of Princeton Plainsboro. Omar Epps made his film debut in 1992, starring alongside Tupac in the gritty cult classic Juice. That breakout role set the tone for his career, raw, real, and unafraid to tackle challenging parts. Just a few years later, he guest starred on ER as a troubled intern battling depression, foreshadowing his knack for playing emotionally complex doctors. Through the late 90s and early 2000s, Epps became a staple on the big screen. From Deadly Voyage and Brother to thrillers like Dracula 2000 and Big Trouble, he proved he could effortlessly slide between genres. But it was House that catapulted him into primetime fame, anchoring him as a fan favorite for nearly 8 seasons. After House wrapped in 2012, Epps didn't slow down. He took on a leading role at ABC's mystery drama Resurrection in 2014, starring in the Netflix thriller Fatal Affair in 2020, and since 2021, he's been lighting up the screen as Detective Malcolm Howard in Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. And the momentum continues. He appeared in the Lee Daniels-directed horror film The Deliverance. He's now 52 years old and still turning heads, both on-screen and online, with over 903,000 followers on Instagram. Whether it's drama, thriller, or mystery, Epps continues to bring the heat. Jesse Spencer as Dr. Robert Chase. Before he put on the white coat and walked the halls of Princeton Plainsboro, Jesse Spencer was already a familiar face back home in Australia. He rose to fame playing Billy Kennedy in the beloved Aussie soap Neighbours, a role he held from 1994 to 2000. That show made him a teen heartthrob, and it wasn't long before Hollywood came knocking. In 2004, Spencer landed what would become one of his most iconic roles, Dr. Robert Chase, the suave, sharp-witted surgeon on House MD. For 8 gripping seasons, fans watched Chase grow from a privileged, obedient team member to a complex, emotionally driven doctor. His on-screen chemistry, internal conflicts, and his evolving relationships with House made him a standout character in the show's medical puzzle box. But Spencer didn't stop there. In 2012, he traded the hospital scrubs for firefighter gear as Captain Matthew Casey in NBC's hit series Chicago Fire. For nearly a decade, he led with grit and heart, rescuing lives, handling intense drama, and cementing his legacy as a TV drama heavyweight. He even made appearances in Chicago Med, weaving a connected universe of first responders. In 2022, fans were thrilled when Spencer returned to Neighbors for its emotional series finale, a full-circle moment for longtime viewers. And in 2024, he's stepping into the world of sci-fi with Disney Plus's Last Days of the Space Age. Now 46, Jesse Spencer keeps a low profile with over 130,000 Instagram fans, but his characters live on in the hearts of millions. Peter Jacobson as Dr. Chris Taub. Remember Dr. Taub, the sharp-tongued plastic surgeon from House? Well, Peter Jacobson brought that role to life with a mix of wit, skepticism, and just enough heart to keep us hooked. But did you know his journey started way before Princeton-Plainsboro? Back in 1997, Peter popped up in As Good as It Gets, sharing the screen with none other than his future House co-star, Lisa Edelstein, playing a couple at a restaurant. A little cinematic foreshadowing, maybe. He also made waves in the legal drama world with his cheeky recurring role as Randy Dworkin on Law & Order, a defense attorney who could argue circles around anyone with a grin. Fast forward to 2005, he snagged a part in Good Night and Good Luck, a film that earned 6 Oscar noms. That same sharp energy carried him through appearances in Scrubs, CSI Miami, Transformers, and the creepy cult classic The Midnight Meat Train. But it was in 2007 that he truly etched his name into TV history, becoming a series regular on House, the guy who could fix faces but struggled to fix his own relationships. Post-House, Jacobson didn't slow down. He made memorable appearances on Royal Pains, Colony from 2016 to 2018, and more recently resurfaced in 2024 with a key role in The Girls on the Bus. Now 60, Jacobson may not be front and center on social media, but his resume speaks louder than likes, with a career that spans genres and just about every kind of screen. Olivia Wilde as Dr. Remy. The moment she walked into House as the mysterious, whip-smart Dr. Remy Hadley, nicknamed 13, she had everyone hooked. With that icy confidence and a poker face that could rival Dr. House himself, Wilde didn't just play a doctor, she played a puzzle, and fans couldn't get enough of her. But let's rewind a little. Before stepping into Princeton-Plainsboro, Olivia was already stirring things up on TV, especially with her edgy role as Alex Kelly in The OC, where she turned heads and shook up relationships. Then came a string of indie films like Alpha Dog and conversations with other women, proving she wasn't afraid to take risks. After House, Wilde didn't slow down, she shifted gears. She popped up in hits like Tron Legacy, In Time, and Butter, while also making her Broadway debut in 1984. But it was 2019's Booksmart, her feature directorial debut, that truly made waves. Critics hailed her fresh, fearless voice behind the camera, and Hollywood took notice. Now at 41, she's not just acting, she's building a creative empire. With over 4.1 million followers on Instagram, Olivia continues to share her art, her activism, and her journey as a mother of 2 and a boundary-breaking filmmaker. From 13 to powerhouse director, Wilde's evolution is the kind of story that keeps fans watching and cheering her on every step of the way. Kal Penn as Dr. Lawrence Kuttner. Kal Penn may have joined House as the lovable and sharp-witted Dr. Lawrence Kuttner, but his career is anything but typical. Before stepping into the medical world of TV drama, he skyrocketed to fame playing the hilarious Kumar in the cult favorite Harold and Kumar series. That goofy charm, paired with undeniable talent, made him a standout everywhere he went. But here's the twist. Kal didn't just stick to Hollywood. In 2009, he made a jaw-dropping move, leaving TV to join the actual White House. Yep, you heard that right. he became the Associate Director of Public Engagement under President Obama, working closely with Asian Pacific American communities and the arts. After his stint in politics, Cale bounced back to acting, landing roles in shows like How I Met Your Mother as Robin's boyfriend Kevin, and then Designated Survivor as Seth Wright, where he not only acted but consulted behind the scenes too. Oh, and he even hosted game shows, Superhuman, and political talk shows. Cale Penn approves this message. The man's resume just keeps growing. Now at 48, Cale has built a unique blend of Hollywood, humor, and public service. With over 400,000 Instagram followers, he's still a fan favorite, smart, versatile, and unapologetically himself. Whether he's cracking jokes, crafting policy, or showing up on your TV screen, Cale Penn keeps proving there's nothing he can't do. And there you have it, the brilliant cast of House, then and now. From saving lives on screen to chasing new dreams off screen, they've come a long way. If this throwback brought memories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more TV throwbacks.